This is the story of a Tesla that simply would not disappear, even after being canceled, revived, and canceled again. What looked finished is suddenly back in play, and the return lines up with Tesla's new production plans for 2026, which Elon Musk revealed sooner than anyone expected. Online communities began calling it the Model 2 Senior Edition 2026, even though Tesla never announced anything with that name. And the idea stayed alive because people believed a version designed for older drivers made sense. That belief only grew when Tesla confirmed a new 2026 line that changes everything we thought we understood about its affordable vehicle program. In this video, we walk through what Tesla has confirmed, what executives have admitted behind the scenes, what was dropped, what came back, and why viewers between 55 and 75 may feel the impact of this shift more than any other group. A single detail at the end explains why the Senior Edition myth exploded the way it did, and that moment ties the entire story together. Everything starts with the promise that began nearly 2 decades ago.
The promise, the first affordable Tesla. Back in 2006, Elon Musk wrote the plan that shaped Tesla's early direction, and the idea was straightforward. High-end models would fund an affordable car for everyday families. For many older drivers, this meant far more than saving money. It meant a final vehicle they could rely on through retirement, without gas station stops, complicated maintenance, or constant repairs, and one that could keep rolling for hundreds of thousands of miles. Between 2018 and 2020, Musk repeated the plan many times and told audiences to expect a Tesla priced around $25,000. By 2023, progress looked real. Officials in Monterrey, Mexico, announced that a factory in Monterrey was being prepared as a site for the next generation budget model, and the public quickly assumed this would be the long-awaited Model 2. Nothing suggested trouble yet, but the ground shifted fast.
The twist: canceled, revived, canceled again. December of 2023 brought the first major turn. Musk told engineer Sandy Munro that Tesla was working on a production line for the affordable model that would surprise people, and he said he reviewed the plans every week. Texas would handle the first line, Mexico would follow, and Berlin would join afterward, creating confidence that the project was moving ahead. Then April 2024 arrived, and Reuters reported that Tesla had canceled the entire $25,000 car and redirected attention to the robo-taxi program. Executives were said to have been told to stop all work on the original model. Markets reacted instantly, social media filled with arguments, and uncertainty grew. Musk answered publicly with a short statement on X, "Reuters is lying," which kept the debate alive but did not settle anything. Weeks later, Tesla announced new, lower-cost models, yet those vehicles would sit on existing platforms rather than the new architecture many expected. Analysts responded by calling the Model 2 program finished. The clearest statement, however, arrived in the middle of the year.
The admission: it's a Model Y. On July 23, 2024, Musk revealed that the affordable model people were waiting for was not a brand new car. His exact words were, "It's a Model Y," followed by an admission that he had let the cat out of the bag. He confirmed a cheaper version of the Model Y would reach customers in the fourth quarter of 2025, which looked like the final end of the Model 2 idea. Another surprise waited in the next chapter.
The Bombshell. A new 2026 production line. Everything changed on November 6, 2025, during Tesla's shareholder meeting. Musk announced that Cybercab production would begin at Giga Texas in April 2026, and that line would operate at a speed that drew immediate attention. He described a cycle time under 10 seconds, which meant a theoretical output reaching roughly 5 million vehicles per year if the line ran continuously. That level of volume is the only path toward a vehicle with a noticeably lower price. And for viewers on fixed incomes, this announcement signaled a return of hope for an affordable Tesla. The story moved further when people learned what the Cybercab actually looked like. Why older buyers care: the accessibility question. Tesla unveiled the Cybercab on October 10, 2024, and revealed a two-door vehicle built for autonomy rather than traditional driving. It arrived without a steering wheel, aimed at Tesla's ride-hailing network, and carried an expected price under $30,000. One comment from Tesla chair Robin Denholm changed the conversation. She explained that regulators could require manual controls, and that Tesla could add a steering wheel and pedals if needed. Her statement opened the door to a version older drivers could use more comfortably, and that detail triggered the online claims about a senior edition. The idea spread because the needs behind it are clear. Many older drivers look for a car that offers simple operation, strong safety features, low ownership costs, and help with mobility as they age. Now we reach the part most people overlook. The rumor continued not because Tesla confirmed anything, but because the conditions were perfect for the idea to feel believable. The truth about Tesla Model 2 Senior Edition. Tesla has not announced a Senior Edition, has not described features aimed at older buyers, has not confirmed modified seating, and has not mentioned any price in the $15,000 to $16,000 range. None of these claims appear in Tesla's official documents. Even so, the discussion grew because the audience that follows Tesla closely knows the value of a dependable car later in life. Lower maintenance, reduced stress behind the wheel, and safe mobility matter deeply as people get older. The upcoming 2026 line is the first system that points towards something close to that vision, even if the name circulating online never existed inside Tesla. Understanding the technology behind this line shows why the reaction has been so strong. The technology, how the 2026 line changes everything. Tesla's 2026 production system uses what the company calls the Unboxed Process. Instead of moving a car through a long conveyor, the factory assembles large modules in parallel and joins them toward the end of the process. Gigacastings replace many smaller components, which reduces complexity and speeds up assembly. This approach shortens construction time for factories, cuts labor requirements, allows the line to operate far faster than traditional automotive systems. A 10-second cycle marks a major shift and creates the volume necessary to push costs downward. Competitive pressure, the reason Tesla had no choice. BYD now sells a vehicle in China priced under $10,000, and by 2025, the company surpassed Tesla in Europe. Tesla's first quarter of 2025 reflected a 13% drop in sales, which raised pressure from investors who wanted clear action. The November 6 announcement delivered that signal: a new factory line, an official date, and a defined production plan meant Tesla was moving forward with a strategy aimed at affordability. Older viewers often ask what this future means for everyday life, and the next section addresses that concern.
The big question: does this replace jobs or save lives? A world filled with cybercabs reshapes transportation entirely. Taxi services change, delivery work evolves, and personal mobility looks different for people of all ages. For older adults, the stakes feel even higher because driving often ties directly to independence. Autonomy can extend that independence, yet handing control to a machine raises understandable tension. Some people focus on safety and convenience, while others concentrate on the loss of direct control, especially when a steering wheel-less car becomes the default option. These feelings explain why the Senior Edition rumor spread as widely as it did. The technology influences older drivers directly, and clarity matters to them more than speculative claims ever could. Everything now comes down to what the next 2 years represent.
The road ahead. What 2026 means for you. Several pieces are confirmed. Giga Texas will launch the new production line in April 2026. The Cybercab will be the first model built on that system. The line aims for a sub-10-second cycle. Manual controls can be added if required, and a more affordable Model Y arrives in late 2025. Other elements remain unconfirmed. Tesla has not announced a senior-specific model, has not promised any car under $20,000, and has not described equipment tailored for older drivers. The broader picture is clear. After nearly 20 years, Tesla is closer than ever to delivering a lower-cost, accessible EV that fits the goals Musk described in his early plans. For many people preparing for retirement or seeking reliable transportation for the next decade, the 2026 line brings the idea back into reach. A Tesla priced under $30,000 that can drive itself when asked, includes manual controls when needed, eliminates most maintenance, and supports long-term independence would change the way many people approach their later years. If that sounds like a car you would want, type yes in the comments and share which feature matters most to you. The next Tesla may not be designed with the distant future in mind. It may be designed with your future in mind.